Master Rule 6 idea. Pendulum zones are now gone.
Welcome to another video. We have a crazy Yu-Gi-Oh! News update. They have announced a new format called Genesis. Now, I'm sure you already know all about this because you guys are up with the Yu-Gi-Oh! News, but what? No one has discovered yet, or maybe not fully understood. I'll quickly explain how this new format works, and then I'll explain what they've messed up. All right, because they've already messed up. New format, day one, already messed up. Okay, how does this format work? Okay, they've gotten rid of pendulums and links. First of all, they're fully banned. So sorry, all of you Ray Sky Striker fans. She's banned. No links, no pendulums. Also, pendulums gone forever. The boomers were right, I guess. And then they're getting rid of the extra monster zone. So no extra monster zone. Obviously, pendulum zones are gone as well. So those are the technical changes. And then, all right, there is no ban list. The way that their card restriction is going to work is like if you are familiar with Magic's Canlander format, a bunch of cards have been assigned a point value, okay, between 1 and 100, and the total point cost of your deck cannot exceed 100. So basically, if you have a card that's worth 50 points, you can have two copies of that card. 50 points plus 50 points is 100, then you're not allowed any other cards that have a point value. So a lot of cards, a majority of cards have a point value of 0, so you can play any number of them. And then obviously a bunch of other cards have a point value that's going to limit the number that you can play in the deck. So you can't exceed that 100. Okay, and this is where they've already messed up. So you know how it works. All right, now there's a long list, okay, of every card that has a point value of a specific number, okay? And it's sorted here. We got cards that are worth 100 points. That means if you play this card in your deck, you can't play any other card that has a point value. Okay, now, but none of this matters, all right? None of this matters, okay? Because what matters is a couple cards that Konami has assigned low point values to that are kind of insane, okay? And it's going to break this game. It's going to break it already. The first, Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed is worth 30 points. That means you can play 3 Pot of Greed. All right, you can go for the max greed, and then you still have 10 points left. So you can check around. Maybe there's some good 10-point cards you can play. Sadly, One Day of Peace won't be affordable if you play all 3 Pot of Greeds, but I think the greed will be worth it. But what cards? And we're not, what cards are also not on these lists at all? What cards don't have any points? One of them is Exodia, all right? All the Exodia pieces. None of the Exodia pieces are worth any points at all. So you can run 3 head, 3 arm, 3 of every piece of Exodia, and you can run 3 Pot of Greed, 3 of every piece of Exodia. Sangan, all right? Sangan, not worth any points. Where's Sangan? Where's Sangan? It's not on this list, all right? Sangan, when it dies, you search for an Exodia piece. So did Konami mess up? Is this Exodia deck going to be completely broken? We can play 3 Pot of Greed. I think Goblin. What's the card that you draw a card? I think it's like draw 1 card and you gain. Your opponent gains life. That card, that spell, is also not on the list. So you can just deck thin. I think it's 1,000 life. Not sure why. I can't find it. All right, you know the card I mean. You know the card. The spell, activate. Your opponent gains Upstart Goblin. There it is, Upstart Goblin. All right, not on the list. Not worth any points. So you can play triple Pot of Greed, triple Upstart Goblin, every piece of Exodia. And you still got 10 points. So what are you going to play with those extra 10 points? Who knows? But I feel like that's going to be a completely cracked deck. Especially since all of the hand traps are like limited because they all have a point cost. So a lot of them are like 10 to 15 points. Like Ash Blossom, for example, you can play triple Ash, but it costs you, your 45 points. So you can't play Ash Blossom and some other expensive cards on this list. Maximum C, everyone's favorite Max C, is at 50 points. So you can't play. Where's Max C? Max C is at 50. 50 points, Max C. So you can play 2 Max C, but you don't get to any other hand traps. Maybe it's worth it. Who knows? All right, so what else do I want to say? Other than that, the format's already broken because you can play Exodia full power. What else? What else is there to say about this format? All right. First off, it looks really cool. I like the idea of a point system. It's very easy for them to, if you play this format, to say, oh, this deck's broken, we're going to adjust the point values, and now you got to change the ratios of your deck. It means that your deck is never going to get fully banned out of the format, right? Like they can do what they did to tier elements. If you check in here, I mean, obviously, sorry if you're a Pendulum fan, okay, your deck's already been banned. But if you want to play this format, you know from the start that Pendulums and Links are banned. All right, tier elements, okay. Right now, tier elements, they made like all the tier elements cost 50 points. So if you want to play tier elements, you can have Kikalos and Merly, and then no other main deck tier elements. So will be funny to see if someone figures out a way to play tier elements with these restrictions. Maybe they just play no Kikalos and you play a single Rhinoheart and a single like Shirin or something. Maybe that's possible. Maybe that's a real deck. But you know, play with the fusion substitutes. Yeah. Also, because everyone wants to know. All right, where's Toad? Where is our favorite frog? Okay, and he's right here. He's in the 20 point zone. Toad will be free in this format. You can play 3 Toads if you want. But what's the cost? All right, because there is a cost. There's an associated cost. You can play Toad, but the price, the very sad price, is that you will not get to play Toad with his best friend in the whole world. All right, because Bahamut Shark is 81 points, which means we got that 1 extra point. Konami knew exactly what they were doing. All right, you can play Bahamut Shark. You can play Sharks. I don't see a single Shark on this list. So you can play full power Sharks. You can play Bahamut Shark. But if you do, no Toad. All right, that's sad, but probably for the best. I'm very curious to see how this format will play out. What the kind of meta is going to be. It seems obviously day one it's like wide open. All right, now I have one other thing to add. Konami made, oh, we give them some chances here, okay, because they announced this format today. They have made no mention of Master Duel. They announced all of this and they're like, we're going to have tournaments next year, but it's all in paper. So if they're serious about this format, I feel like they need to add it to Master Duel, because that's how a lot of people engage with the game. And Master Duel has been dying, and we all know it's been dying. I saw this news today, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited to play in Master Duel and build a deck in this new rule set. But Konami is like, no, so just kidding. Like, you can't play this in Master Duel yet. Well, you can, I guess, but you need a friend to follow the rule set with you and do it in a private duel room, which is, no, who has friends? Like, we play Yu-Gi-Oh, we don't have friends. I'm just kidding. But yeah, let me know what you think about this new rule set. If you have any spicy brews you're interested to try out. Our favorite Ocean Dragon Lord is not on the list at all. Kairushin, nowhere in here. You can play Frogs. I think the full Paleo Frogs is playable. Ronin Toadin is 60 points, and you can play Ronin Toadin and two totally awesomes, and do your Frog package, so you have access to Toad Negate with your Swap Frogs and all that. So that seems pretty good. I don't think Swap Frog is on the list. I think just Ronin Toad. So I'm very interested to see how this format is. It seems like it'll be pretty fun. Cyframe Gamma. You can play Gamma. You can play all the Gammas you want. Crazy, right? Yeah, so let me know what you think. Did you enjoy the announcement? Are you happy? Are you angry? Does Konami banning Pendulums and Links forever make you sad? What do the comments say? All right. The points are so... oh, they're mad. Okay, people are mad. Inspector Border at 20. But Flu... Okay, this guy plays Flu. He's mad. Okay, his deck got banned. So he's mad because Flu is hit by this list. This guy's mad because he can't play his Pendulums. This guy's like, you're coping. This is the best. I love these comments. All right, what else we got? Format for Yugi Boomers. You know what? They need something. All right, you can't just hate on the Yugi Boomers forever. They love Yu-Gi-Oh too. You will still get hand trap though. Like we just showed that the hand traps, like you could build a deck that's all hand traps, because like you can play Ash Blossom, play triple Ash Blossom, play triple Imperm, play triple Gamma, play this isn't a hand trap, this is Pearly. But you don't get what I'm saying. Where's Impermanence? Oh, we got more hand traps at 10. We got, evenly matched. Oh, it's not really a hand trap. Nibiru is on here, 10 points. So you're still gonna get a hand trap. Don't cope and say no hand traps. Like you can play hand traps, but if you play hand traps, you're not gonna be playing a powerful deck, because powerful deck, your cards cost points, right? If you go all the way up to the top here, what are the decks that they're really hating on? We looked at tier elements. If you want to play tier elements, no hand traps for you, right? Can't play tier limits and your hand traps. A lot of the floodgates are at 100, which means if you play a floodgate like goes in match, that's it. That's your full allotment of points. No other cards that are good for you. Artifact Scythe, another one. Stop your opponent from special summoning. Catapult Turtle. We could play Catapult Turtle FTK again. I can't remember, but I played a Catapult Turtle FTK deck with the Horus cards. I remember we were summoning Catapult Turtle and sacrificing all our Horus cards. I didn't see Horus on this list. It's a lot of cards, so I may have missed stuff. But let me know if Horus Catapult Turtle OTK is illegal. We're gonna break that out because you know we gotta show Konami that they've made a mistake. Every time they do something like this, you gotta be like, Konami, you made a mistake. Oh, just kidding. Horus is on the list. 33 points for our Imseti. So if the other Horuses, I'm not sure about the other Horuses. Maybe we just cut Imseti and we can play Catapult Turtle. Oh wait, Swap Frog's on here too. Swap Frog 33 points. So does that mean we can't play Ronin Totem and Swap Frog and Totally Awesome? That kind of ruins my happiness. I was hoping we would be able to summon our frogs and make a Toad, but it looks like with Toad at 20, you can't play Ronin Totem and Swap Frog and Totally Awesome. So Konami, what are you doing? Why are you hating on frogs? Maybe this is for the best. We'll just have to see. All right, we'll have to see. So many questions. Where did they come up with these points values? They claim they've been developing this for a long time, so maybe they thought about it a lot. But like, look, here's Tenpai. Tenpai on the list, 25 points if you want to play your Genroku, you know. And I think the other Tenpais are on this list too. So a lot of things to look through. A lot of development is going to be needed to see, you know, what's good, what's playable. Why is Deep Sea Aria at 33 points? I don't even think I played this card ever. It was just like kind of mid card. You can play 2 grasses greener. That's kind of fun. Play 2 grass and play a grass deck, and no other hand traps. I'm interested in this. I think it could be a lot of fun. So tell Konami, write to your Konami representative, add this format to Master Duel so we can actually play it. And let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.